It's a secret society. All we ask is trust. Let's get into it. I'm Magnetic Intuition. Thank you for checking out my video. I hope everyone's staying blessed. I hope your weekend was great. You know I got a topic for you. Now, there has to be a balance in life, right? Unfortunately, you always have to have good with evil, right? High energy, low energy, right? But things always have to balance out. Nothing will ever be perfect. But at the same time, if you defeat your demons, anything's possible, right? So I definitely want to get into a heavy topic that destroys people's lives, like seriously. Even my enemies, right? It's basically about my enemies, right? And I mentioned this in other videos, but I wanted to make an actual video to direct things on childhood wounds. Childhood wounds is an issue that just takes lives away, seriously. And I believe this is the main reason why many people sell their souls and join these secret society cults, is because of childhood wounds. So I wanted to talk about a particular example. There was a dream that I had the other night, and it just so happened to be with one of my fake brothers, right? Not a blood brother, but a brother that my family, per se, had brung into the home from foster care, right? And we've brung in many people from foster care, right? Many children, So anyway, one brother in particular, we grew up with each other for about three or four years. We were in the same household together, and we always stayed in contact. But little did I know that he was jealous of me, right? And even as kids, right? It's just something that may be common, right? As kids, right? Because you're young, you're immature, So you don't really pay attention to it, right? You just kind of let it be, right? But in the dream, I have to admit, I was surprised because I noticed that the dreams that he's, how can I say this? He's using witchcraft to come my dream state, and then he's like creating the dream state for me, So in the dream, my family was there. They were present, and he gave my parents his report card, and it had like 2 A's and a C, and they were congratulating him and stuff. And I didn't have a report card, so I didn't really understand. I'm like, wait a second, like, bro, you still haven't healed from what happened in elementary school, middle school? Like, you didn't get that much attention to where you have to come in my dream state and show that you're doing good in something that happened over, how old am I? Over 30 years ago? 25 years ago? Come on, bro. Like, you serious? And he's a Freemason, by the way. So, and I realized even like with other basketball teammates that I had in high school, they would set up dreams. They were Masons, at least 3 or 4 of them. They would set up dreams to where like I'm not getting in the basketball game. It's some weird childhood shit, like for real. But I did notice, let's say I'm talking about 4 guys, right? And I'm talking about my foster care brother, right? Out of all 5 of those guys, only one of them had a father. Only one. So this goes back to not having a father. How the system is set up to where fathers are taken out of the homes. So what does that lead to? Like what happens to the young boy or the young girl that doesn't have a father in the house, right? So the leader of the household. So it brings childhood wounds because now those boys are out there and they don't have a leader. And maybe they do, right? Some of them have stepfathers that come in. Some of them have uncles that come in. Some of them have coaches that, come in and show them the way. But for the most part, for the guys I'm talking about that's in my dream state, the Freemasons that are in my dream state, they honestly didn't have any fathers. And these childhood wounds have never healed, and they never went back to heal them. You understand what I'm saying? So, for me, that's why it is important that if you want to improve in life, you must heal your childhood wounds. There's no other way you're going to step up. You can make all the money you want. You could be a millionaire. You could be a billionaire. You could be 100,000 there. You feel me? But if you don't fix and work on those childhood wounds, then you're still going to be out here acting like a little kid. You understand what I'm saying? You're still going to be out here trying to do witchcraft on people that you see are higher ranked than you in the spiritual world and have no regard, have no accountability of who you are and what you're doing to others in jealousy. This is all jealousy, man. You understand what I'm saying? You chose the life you chose. I didn't tell you to go join a cult. I'm encouraging you to go back to your creator. That's what I'm doing for you. So if you want to improve in life, you have to get out those cults. Everyone has their trials and tribulations. Everyone has to go through the test. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm going through. You see what I'm going through. Because y'all helping the situation. I'm being followed every minute. I'm being surveillanced every minute. When I go to sleep, you cult members are doing witchcraft to come in my dream state. And then bringing my dreams back to when I was in middle school and high school on a basketball court. How significant is that? What is that supposed to do for you? What is that supposed to do for me? Bringing the past back that's not godly. We don't move like that. Earth angels and chosen ones, we don't move on the past. You understand what I'm saying? We're not, nobody's perfect. We're not perfect. But at the same time, you need to grow up. Grow up. Don't be around here talking about people all day and being messy about things, and then you're using witchcraft to go in people's dream state and bringing them back to high school and trying to throw shade on them from high school on the basketball court, or a report card that my fake brother had showed my parents in the dream state to make me feel bad. Like, what's wrong with you people, man? Call your soul back. Call your soul back. You need a soul. Do something with yourself. And some of y'all even have kids. This is what kills me the most. Many of y'all have kids, man, and all the things that you're doing is just gonna go back on your kids. Like, you have to wake up. You can't. Nothing comes free, man. Nothing comes free. If you do evil, evil has repercussions. If you come for Earth Angel, your repercussions is like 40%, 50% higher. Maybe 100. But you'll find out soon, you know? You'll find out. So I'm just like really disappointed because I'm like, yo, like, it's like you guys never grew. Y'all stayed in that high school mentality and y'all just never grew. So now when I get these dreams, I'm just like, man, it all makes sense while you're in the cult. It all makes sense. And having a father, not having a father is no excuse. You understand what I'm saying? There's no excuse. But at the same time, I understand where things fell short. But when you join the cults and you come at me, I gotta call it out. I gotta call it out for real, for real. So once again, fix your childhood wounds, and I could guarantee you that life is gonna become much easier, and you're gonna become more successful at what you want to do. Your children are going to have more blessings. You're going to have more blessings. Positive outcomes will occur more in your life. Keep doing the witchcraft, man. You may die. You may not live too long, I'm telling you. Because it's not hitting me. I'm living good. I can't complain. You understand what I'm saying? Other than what y'all are doing. You know what I'm saying? You and your code. But you don't see me stressing. To me, it's a test. I've mentioned it plenty of times. It's a test. And when it's over, and that Rico come around, and y'all niggas is crying and whimpering, and you can't see your children, whose fault was that? That was your fault. Not my fault. You decided to join a cult that commits crimes all day, every day. So do yourself a favor and heal your childhood wounds so you won't have to deal with all that. Stay blessed, man. I'm out of here. Magnetic Intuition.